Look beat, que sí, dame cinturita, así que sí, dame cinturita, sí, dame cinturita. Ay, look beat, ay que sí, dame cinturita, ay que sí, dame cinturita, ay que sí, dame
Your hump day episode of Sunup on 7. Courtney and I are trying to go through a little moment here. But definitely, we're very excited about this episode on this Wednesday. Courtney, let's tease them what can they expect on today's show.
Well, if you enjoyed those dance moves, we have more for you later because Fatima is coming in to give us a Zumba class.
Definitely. So if you're watching from home or your office, get ready into your outfits because we would love for you to Zumba with us. What's also another exciting episode, we're talking about flavors of the jewel. If you're thinking what to do this weekend, we're going to give you all those details. We have that and many more and a treat with baby beef on the couch. So Courtney, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
I've come to find that the truth isn't what we were told. So where
to everybody on Sunup.
do I seek the answer that's worth looking for today? Just in time,
And he's here to talk to us
the
about
writing appears on
the
the
show that we're on
wall.
right now. Tell me,
You
this
and
one
I were the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hush hush that has been
The
happening
world
over
that
the
we
weekend.
see
So
may
far.
seem that it'll never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you'll see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light.
Muy buenos dias, beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome to your Wednesday episode. Courtney and I are very excited about today's episode because we're going to be doing Zumba and talking about flavors of the jewel. But before we get into all that greatness, we're going to bring you the weather, and that's courtesy of the Belize Med Service.
Good morning. Moist and relatively unstable conditions prevail over the country. In the 24-hour forecast, skies will be sunny with cloudy spells today and then mostly cloudy to overcast tonight. A few showers and thunderstorms will affect mostly inland areas during today, then increase tonight around the country, but especially over central and northern areas. Please note that an excessive rainfall watch is in effect as rainfall of about 2 to 3 inches or more is possible over the northern parts of the country during the next 48 hours. Residents should monitor the weather situation and contact the Hydrology Unit or NEMO for any information on flooding. Then high temperatures will reach around 88 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 93 inland, and then 80 up in the hills. Low temperatures for tonight will reach around 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 74 inland, and then 68 in the mountains. Winds over the open sea will be from the east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots, with sea conditions being moderate. But please note that a small craft caution is likely to go into effect for tonight. Then lower tides occur at 12:27 this afternoon and at 11:51 tonight. High tides at 6:32 this evening, then at 5:55 tomorrow morning. The moon will set at 1:58 this afternoon and rise at 1:51 tomorrow morning, while sunset is at 6:27 this evening and sunrise at 5:17 tomorrow morning. And now for the extended forecast. Skies will be mostly cloudy with some showers and storms expected around the country on Thursday, especially over the northern districts. Then a slight decrease is expected by Thursday night, with a few showers and thunderstorms lingering mainly over central and northern parts of the country. And now for the sargassum update. Satellite imagery and forecast models are suggesting that a significant amount of sargassum could be heading towards the northern and central parts of the country. This could potentially result in major impacts on coastal destinations in those areas. And finally, for the tropical weather outlook. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the North Atlantic Basin during the next 48 hours. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
definitely good weather for the Wednesday. It's already a warm morning, is it?
Yeah, it is very warm.
Yeah. So I was listening to the weather forecast and analyzing, how does the weather implications affect our health. For example, when it's hot, your heart rate increases. It
Yeah.
affects your kidney function because it's alter it. So if people are consuming like a lot of coffee or a lot of like caffeinated stuff like Coke and that
Yeah.
less water, then it's like probably you naturally may have some preconditions, but added with the heat, it definitely
Yeah.
like affects our well-being.
Even alcohol, because it dehydrates you so fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
It also affects our mood. So for people that have like anxiety or they have depression, the change in temperature can make you like more anxious, or so it's very important for you to go ahead and monitor that. It's very interesting how we only talk about the weather, but we talk without linking it to other
Yeah,
things and how it
true.
affects our well-being.
Yeah, I find that it's the opposite for me in terms of like the anxiety thing, because I like it better when it's like this. I like when there's more sunshine throughout the day. I like that the sun rises early and sets later, because when the night comes in, that's when the scary is set in. And so I feel very unproductive. Once the sun set, it's like, all right, time for bed. So I feel very unproductive, and like, that's why I like all types of weather, right?
Okay.
But later on in the year, when it gets a little bit darker, very early, like 5 o'clock, it done dark. Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't
Cold
like
front
that.
blues, they called it.
Yeah.
Yes. How is your energy today, Courtney? 1 to 10.
10.
10 being the
yeah.
high. 10.
Yeah, I'm good.
What's your secret today? Like what has you on a 10?
I had a good weekend.
You had a good weekend. You went
Yeah.
camping, I recall.
I did go camping. I've been wanting to go camping for a very long time, so that was like magical, like childhood dreams come true.
I
It was
love
so
it.
good.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cute. Okay.
So I'm still riding the high of that, and then I got like a really good night's sleep. So
That's very important. I love
Yeah.
it. I like how we're doing like flowers. Your flower looks really
Oh,
good
yeah.
on your head. Yeah. And also like it's going well with my shirt. So we're vibing.
yeah, we're
pretty
very
good.
tropical.
Very
Yeah.
tropical. Again, it's hot, so you want to, dress comfortably to
Right.
be able to manage, because when you're like in tight things,
Yeah.
it's for me like at least it just gets me anxious to
Right.
be in something that I'm not free and movable.
right.
But we hope that you're ready to like enjoy this conversation on Couch Talk with us. Courtney's here, so definitely know it's gonna go a little warmer than the day already is. But definitely there's great conversations that are gonna be waiting for you. So you're welcome to contribute if you're watching via Facebook Live to our Couch Talk topic. If you're watching via YouTube or cable TV, we totally, encourage that whatever we share here, is part of your community conversations that you have. Courtney, so let's go to our first topic.
Let's start
So
it up.
there has been a smart stream leak, which shows, $1.7 million has been paid to former Minister of State of Ministry of Defense, Mr. Mira's sister, and there's like multiple screenshots that is just raising a concern about many things, like how people are able to navigate the loopholes within the system, because what we do know is that for any disbursement to take place within the government spending, if it's above $10,000, then it needs to go through a vetting process approved by the Ministry of Finance. But once it's below that, then this level of scrutiny is less.
Yeah, because it's called discretionary spending. So it's kind of like the Ministry of Finance being like, you ministries use your discretion once it's below $10,000. Like, instead of having to go through the red tape for every little transaction, especially if it's a very small, like 2,000. I mean, 2,000 is a small transaction, but in this grand scheme of the government's dealings, it is. So, and this isn't like just a thing that Oscar Mira has been doing, or not him personally, but the way they're abusing the system. It's not just this ministry then.
Right,
It
right.
is every single ministry, every single government, every single politician probably. It knows about this loophole and abuses it. And this smart stream is something that for a long time we have been calling for the government to open up this smart stream. It should be public because it is our money. We should be able to see how it's being spent. They absolutely refuse to open it up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And well, we know why, because these transactions, they are so suspicious. So somebody had, you filter out your search results. Somebody put in Mira's relative's name, and they had like almost 900 results that popped up. The screenshots that we saw, we got like 47 pages of them, 47 screenshots.
Oui.
We're only about 400 and add of those results. So we only saw maybe about half of what is in that, all of those results, what is in that smart stream. And
Yeah,
so-
because the screenshots are from December 2020 to August of 2025.
Right.
So
So, we
5
only
years.
saw, we're only seeing a portion of it. And Mira's relative, she provides fruits and vegetables to the Ministry of Defense. So he was a Minister of State, and then he became the minister for a very short time after elections were called, up until I think November when he became Minister of Police. So he switched ministries. So she provides fruits and vegetables to the Ministry of Defense. But yeah, it's just very it's just gross, man. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just gross. We mentioned that in one day there were 12 invoices that amounted up to $103,000. So obviously, it's obvious. It's not even a thing where it's like hidden or,
Yeah, because these
obvious.
invoices, like you mentioned, there are 12 of them, which amounts to $103,000.
In one
But all
day,
of
yeah.
them were
Below.
payments made below $10,000, right? So, because again, once it's below $10,000, then it's based on the discretion of the ministry.
Yeah.
So that's one. But then there's another one that popped up out of these 497 entries that were reviewed, Courtney, which on the 22nd of April of 2025, they canceled an invoice, and then and because this invoice was above $10,000, what happened after is that in 48 hours, there were two invoices that were paid to her, and then these two invoices amount to the initial invoice that was canceled, right? So they've been finding ways of how to navigate the loophole in providing these payments to
Right.
whosoever.
And like we said, it's a long time government practice that they do since the Smart Stream became a thing. And the reason why, and then Oscar Mira, he issued like a statement, Facebook statement as per usual. Issued a statement, not really addressing the issue, just say, people are making up lies about me,
Yeah,
misinformation.
he did say, the people of Belmopan who have supported resoundingly in consecutive elections in Belmopan have done so based on results, not talk. They have seen the transformation of our city with new infrastructure, access to better health and education, land and houses. My record speaks for itself, and I have every confidence it will stand against the lies and misinformation being circulated.
Right. And it's like, that's all good and well, but you know they address the issue.
Yeah.
We see the Smart Stream, bro. Like, what are you saying? He said nothing about, that's AI Photoshop. Nada. He just completely ignored it. And it's like, okay, good. Yeah, you to fix up the park, Belmopan Park, beautiful. Lovely. We love it. But you know the answer to the issue. You're not answering the
is true.
question.
That
And
is
it's like,
true.
you're obviously, by omitting it, you are literally almost admitting it.
Yeah, he's totally omitting the systemic abuse of the Smart Stream, right? Because like the total amounts to like $1.7 million on a single vendor over a period of 5 years.
Right, and again, it's only half the entries that came up in the search results when you searched her name. Yes, and then the reason why, and we were talking about the reason why this is coming up now, and it's only Oscar Mira's relative we're seeing, although I'm sure you are still at the last name, we are recognizing that as Smart Stream. The reason why we're seeing Oscar Mira's relative is because it started off by him pressing those charges against Alberto Agas. Now, if you just left well enough alone, this never may happen. The thing is, if you're going to go ahead and use the law in this way, or go ahead and call out somebody, you have to make sure your side of the street clean first. How you going to say, all right, I'm going to put this person in jail, or I'll press charges, or I want to call out this person. Then time, your house is full of glass though. So
Yeah.
it's just like, you know that people have things against you. Every politician has these skeletons in their closet, and somebody from the opposing party or people in the people who in the ranks of the different ministries, they have dirt pan ala on us. So like, why would you do something like that?
Right.
Just left well enough alone.
So it was based on his beef with Alberto August, where he reported him for cyberbullying, right? That Alberto August, counterparts within the United Democratic Party were like, if y'all have dirt on Mira, please send it to us. And that's where like this rare event of so many screenshots of the Smart Stream connecting Mira have been leaked.
Right. If he may just left Alberta for say what he wants to on Facebook of all things. Now we have to talk about all of these politicians being so very incredibly thin-skinned, and just how you make a Facebook post hurt your feelings like that to the point where you want. And I understand what Oscar Mira was saying, in that people were coming to him saying, Mr. Mira, how you can possibly say this, because they believe Alberto Agas. At certain points, you just have to be like, you just have to tell them it wasn't me and done. Like, people will say things on Facebook, and I think that, or we have a consensus that this was kind of an abuse of this law. This law is put in place to protect very vulnerable people, children who are being bullied, women who, have things leaked against them, even men who may have things leaked against them. The law is to protect them. So but then we always see this law being used by people in high positions, in high places. We see the former commissioner, he used this law, and now Oscar Mira. And it's like the people who the law is supposed to protect aren't using it as much as these other people. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he had just left well enough alone, left Mr. August for say what he got for say, this never may have happened, but now you reap what you sow. And this may just be the beginning. Who knows if the other half of those search results now get leaked soon. I think I saw Saldivar saying that he have more things to leak.
Yeah.
And so he's just biding his time.
So Mr. Mira went to stir the wrong, ant's nest
Yeah,
in this situation.
for sure.
What I also think about is when you see $1.7 million was invested on on the business of a relative of a minister for 5 years, and we're talking about agricultural produce, and I think about the many persons within the agriculture sector that every year they suffer because they're unable to sell their produce.
Yep.
Right? So it's how does the ministry work with other ministries to be able to allow the small farmers to be able to supply
Right.
these businesses to be able to stay afloat, right? Rather than channeling it through one agency, clearly there's a link there, and there's not a link, but a kind of very objective, because if you're gonna cancel an invoice that amounts more than $10,000 and in 48 hours you have two payments that sum up to an invoice that was canceled, it's you really were determined to
Right.
make this investment here. But I think about again the small farmers that are struggling, and I'm how do they get to benefit from this?
If they may separate that 1.7 amongst various different associations across the country, that could have gone so much better
I
than they
agree.
give it to a minister's relative. You know what I hate when ministers say one time you tell them, oh, you to hire your sister, you to put your sister on the board, your brother, your uncle, your granny, whatever it is. They won't say, oh, but my sister, my brother, they're competent, they're they're qualified. They're not the only people who are qualified.
Yeah,
And
it's called a conflict of interest.
Exactly. If you had any morals, any at all, you'd be like, yes, sister, I know that you're qualified, but there are other people who are qualified. And if you're so qualified, go find the next job. Why do you need to rely on your politician relative for you to come up? Go find the next job. It's just disgusting in every way. And I think Mr. Mira and his relatives should be very ashamed of this. But of course, it might be just one of those things where it's oh, it happened and it continue to happen. What's going to happen now? They're never going to open the smart stream, so we'll never be able to scrutinize it the way we should be scrutinizing it.
Definitely.
But this is just a glaring, this is just so glaring that this is what's happening right now, currently as we speak, with our money.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And we're in an economic crisis.
Right.
Yeah. But again, what we did say is that there are a lot of more screenshots from the smart stream available. So we're going to be looking into those more and see what comes out next. So stay tuned to tonight's newscast and be like,
Yeah.
what is in here?
Right. And we'll see if Minister Mira does come out and say anything about the actual smart stream screenshots and not just whatever else is happening, whatever
Yeah.
else he's doing for Belmont.
Courtney, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And there was a video circulating in Facebook about a situation that took place in Dangriga at the Chiste Garcia Stadium, where we can see the caretaker of the stadium, having a physical altercation with a young man. And so it caused quite a stir on social media because of the manner in which the caretaker was handling this person. And so that sparked the investigation as to what really transpired at the stadium that led for the caretaker to go to this measure to calm down this person.
Right. If you just look at this video, it looks like the caretaker went berserk on a kid. This adult man is going kind of berserk on this kid. But as the director explained that it seems that some girls were playing volleyball on the court, and a group of guys came in, and I guess they wanted to commandeer the court or so. And the caretaker was saying, you have to get off the court. These girls are using it, whatever is the case. And the kid punched the caretaker. The kid physically assaulted the caretaker, and so that's when he turned the next way and got the man like that. And I understand that the kid's father also came to punch the caretaker, so this caretaker take two licks. And the video, unfortunately, only shows when he is retaliating back or defending himself or whatever the case may be. So this is something that they will be investigating. But I understand too, when the caretaker or the sports council went to lodge a police
So the
report.
caretaker went to
The caretaker went to the police station
yeah.
to lodge a report against with the physical assault. He was told that he needed to go to the professional standards branch, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever because, as you would know, PSB is for to lodge complaints against police officers.
Because apparently the young man's father is also a police police officer.
But then you have a complaint against the child too. So why can't you take the report? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So it's complicated.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see if they do actually lodge this report to the PSB. But we always have issues with with police investigating police. So we'll see what comes out of that.
Right. So what was shared by the National Sports Council is that they do have like regulations as regards to the use of the stadium, where only like one sport is allowed to be played at the time, which is according to what Mr. I can't remember, the director of the National Sports Council shared, is that the young person was informed that these are the regulations. You have to wait your turn. When that happens, then you do that. But this kid, defiant of regulations, went ahead and attacked this person. What he also noted is that the National Sports Council has a strong regulation as regards to like how do you handle situations like this. Either you like remove the person or you de-escalate it. And clearly, he said if the report confirms that this caretaker was unable to like de-escalate the situation, which we can see by the video, he will be dealt with accordingly with policies from the National Sports Council. What is your take about this? Like on a bigger perspective, as in regards to like respecting regulations, de-escalating situations. Like, what are your thoughts about it?
First of all, I think that that young man, he needs to learn something he needs to have some change of behavior because you are a teenager acting out in this way very violently. That will, as you grow up, that will only become worse. Who knows who he has acted violent towards in the past and gotten away with it to the point where he feels that he could do this now to a grown man.
Yeah.
Who will he do it to in the future when he is grown if he gets away with it once again? So I feel like he needs some intervention. That's what I'm trying to say. He needs some intervention for sure.
Yeah. Because like even if his father came and beat the person,
right? So you're learning from
you're learning from somewhere. This is the right behavior for you to do.
Right. The whole family intervention.
The whole family intervention. Yeah.
Right. And if he, as a police officer, you should be restrained in all of your dealings. This is why people keep complaining that police officers keep using excessive force and act with impunity. Because even when you're out of uniform, you're still acting this way. So obviously, this is the culture that you learn and grow up with in the department. So that's one. Two, I do think for safety reasons, probably that regulation is there that it could only be one sport at a time for safety and also just so you're not getting at each other way, like you're practicing. So
because they were doing volleyball and then they wanted to play basketball. It's like can't have the two things on the same court for sure.
Maybe Dagriga needs an additional court.
Yeah, I guess that's like going like really far off the...
Right. Yeah. But for this court here, the regulations, I accept it. I think, it's for the safety of the players. And just wait your turn. That's a lesson in life that people need to learn. Wait your turn. Your time will come.
The time will come.
Be patient.
They did not say you cannot use the court. It's like there's this thing going on.
Yeah.
When they're done, you go ahead and do
just chill. Yeah,
But the whole family needs an intervention.
For sure.
Okay, Courtney, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And so there is Dr. Desmond Arzu, who is currently going through court trial for charge of sexual assault against a patient that occurred in Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
So the court case is ongoing. Presently, he is on bail for sexual assault. But yesterday on the court hearing, the magistrate rejected the no-case submission submitted for Mr. Desmond Arzu, in which he shared that the evidence that have been presented and the victim's ID of the person that assaulted her, is enough for her to disregard the no-case submission, and the court case continues.
Right. I remember this case, and my heart goes out to the victim. What I understand, because I read, it was like a letter that she sent, and I read this letter, and it was very detailed and everything of what happened to her. And what I understand from her is that this is a person who maybe doesn't know, right? She went in this thing completely trusting, doesn't know what these procedures are, and just didn't know what was happening to her at the time. And but she knew something was off. We put our trust in doctors, and it's disheartening to see a doctor, using his position to harm somebody like this, allegedly. So I really feel for her and what she may be going through, and I hope she has gotten some type of help to process all of this. Dr. Arzu's attorneys, they made a no case submission, but like you said, the magistrate ruled that there is enough evidence in terms of like what she said in how he touched her inappropriately and the details of it. She found that there was enough evidence to uphold what she said, and obviously the woman knows the doctor she went to, so the ID is clear. So yeah, the trial continues, but it's been so long.
It's 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about 2 years of like the re-victimization that takes place for you to like show up to court every time, see the person who you claim like.
And she's from the south.
Yeah.
And it's happening in
in Punta Gorda.
yeah.
So it's like, again, the re-victimization that takes place during this entire process, it's so delayed. The person is out on bail. It's just,
Yeah,
how...
bail of $3,000.
Bail of $3,000, right? So it's like, how safe is the environment, and conducive and appropriate justice for a victim that is
Right.
of sexual assault?
And is she getting protection? Is she being protected? Because you never know. Like, a lot of people are afraid of coming forward because now this person might put out a hate panel, this, that, all kind of thing. How safe is this person? I hope that her location is unknown and that she's, being careful and all of these things.
I hope so.
How much more longer will she have to live like this? For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. The case continues. I think it was like
On June 18th,
June
they go
18th,
back
so it
to the
continues,
court
yeah.
to continue with this.
yeah. So we'll definitely get an update.
But so far, like hearing from the hunch of where the magistrate is going, it seems that there's enough evidence to convict
Yeah.
Dr. Arzu for sexual assault, which, I really hope there's proper justice here. It would be really good to also hear from the Ministry of Health's point of view in this situation.
I think we had asked them a while ago, so yeah, it would be good to get an update.
To get an update from them, is this
Yeah.
doctor still operating? Is he
Right.
like on duty
Some type of
leave
leave, right.
because of the current investigation that's taking place? At the end, I hope that persons that are accessing health services are, made comfortable and are made aware that you're going to be safe accessing services here because of a situation like this.
Right.
I just hope that people are being provided that reinforcement.
Right, and I hope that people who do feel like they are being inappropriately handled make that report or talk to somebody and figure out what's happening, because we want to get these doctors out of the system completely.
That is true. Courtney, let's move on to our next cultural topic. And Vida Mags, you may know him because he is the lead singer of Sweet Pain Band, walked away without any serious injury from an accident that took place on the Thomas Vincent Highway. Based on how he recounts the incident, that he was driving, it was night, and two cows initially passed, but a third one showed up unexpectedly, and that's where the collision took place. He ran off the highway, and what he was grateful to share is that he's alive, which is he's really grateful for, and he basically says thanks to his seatbelt and the airbag, he is alive.
Right. It's so important to wear your seatbelt.
So important.
So important. Like I have to put on my seatbelt every time I'm on the road, for sure. I've seen too many accidents of people flying out of vehicles who may have been saved, could have been saved probably, or at least, been less injured if they had on their seatbelt. So definitely important. And the cows. No, this is like...
It is not India, right? Where you literally have to like stop and give the cows permission.
Right, but what he said is that it just kind of appeared, right? And that's, it's at night, so it's valid that like, to see what happened, and then all of a sudden this big white thing or big, whitish thing in front of you. But cows are like big, so like you could literally damage your car. Well, he said the car is
total.
Total.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that he didn't have any broken bones, no serious injury, and he says he had some back pain. But compared to how much worse it could be, and it's amazing. I don't know what happened to the cow, if the cow survived that impact, but I know like we have to be very careful when we're traversing these highways that have all of
Look
these
at the
factors,
vehicle
like,
though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's total. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
for
like
sure.
coming out of that with your life, have to be grateful.
Yeah.
He's also making an appeal to ranchers, people who own cows, to make sure that your cows are secure. You don't want them walking around the highway. Because even though, like, yes, you get in that accident and he's okay, and also, like, the cow, so even the rancher is, like, losing out because you lost a cow valued so much more
That is true.
money.
That is true, yeah.
So it's in your best interest to secure your animals, not just cows, any animal that you may have. So he's making an appeal because, you know, it could have been worse and it could happen to somebody else.
Yeah, so let's reiterate the important message here, which is your seatbelts save lives.
Right.
Because he's like, if it was not for my seatbelt,
Right.
I probably would have not been able to tell this story.
For sure,
Right?
for
Because
sure.
he was like, when the collision took place, the airbags exploded, and that's where he was unable to like
see,
where
yeah.
he was going, and he ended up off the road. But definitely,
Right.
he reminds everyone to please wear your seatbelts. It's very important for you. It can save your life.
Right.
But definitely
Yeah.
look after your
Cows.
cows.
So buckle up a seatbelt and secure your codes.
Your cows.
But we're glad that Mr. Vida Mags is okay, and you know, hopefully we'll see him on a stage soon.
Somebody asked if the cow was speeding.
Run across the highway.
How fast can a cow
That's what I
run?
was wondering, like, if it was during the day, he would definitely see the cow like meandering across the highway, but it's because it's night and it's so dark on those highways. What Jules explained to me, like the road is so dark because it's hot mix that it absorbs the light of your headlights, so you don't
Oh,
see
look at
that far ahead of you. And we need to light up our highways more, man. It's scary driving on those things. We need to light those up and draw the lines on them. Not all highways have on the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it absorbs your light. So sometimes you don't see things until they're directly in front of you. So every time we hear about accidents where it's like this person when they cross the road and they never see them in time, or this bike was crossing and they don't see them in time, a lot of it might be because it's just too dark and they don't see that far ahead. So he didn't see the cow crossing the road until it was literally right in front of him and not enough time to move away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're grateful that Vida Mags is alive and he's recovering. So we wish him a speedy recovery, and
Yeah.
you know, we're grateful that you're still alive today, and use your seatbelts. Use
For
your
sure.
seatbelts. Okay, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And the Dangriga Town Council is facing a major legal battle, which amounts up to like $180,000. Do you want to give us some details on that?
I remember this case like, 2 years ago or so when the
2
Dangriga's
years ago?
town administrator was locked out of his office. Just he reached the work and
He
can't
can
open the
access
door.
his work,
Yes,
yeah.
and it was so strange in the way that they did it. He had some dispute with the town council who was in at the time, or the mayor who was in at the time. And this is how the council dealt with it, just like locking him up in the office. And I think they've been trying to reach a settlement all this time, but have not been able to reach a settlement. So now he's suing for $180,000. And I think 115 of that is based on the salary that he was supposed to have been making. And then the remainder is relocate, or 64,000 out of it is relocation fee, because he moved from the US to Belize to be able to take up this position. So yeah, 180,000 in all, but just a very unavoidable lawsuit,
In which way?
because the town council could have worked with him or not lock him out, find another way of handling this dispute, or wait until his contract, his tenure, whatever is over. I think there are other ways to do it. You don't just, it's children, children thing for just lock out somebody out of their office.
Yeah, it was a very
Yeah.
mature way
Right.
of handling the situation
Exactly.
with
There-
your
there are different
town
ways.
council administrator. I
Right.
mean, we're all grown people, right? And then, case in point, this person, he said, I moved from the United States to work in Belize to do this job. And now you like lock me out
Right.
without, like a proper way of addressing the situation. It's just like,
And I think the reason why the dispute started is because he was flagging some red flags, that there was some misappropriation or mismanaging of some certain things, and he was like, investigating these, and then just like, all right, lock out the office, bye. So definitely avoidable, because the town council does not have $180,000 to give this man in the event that this lawsuit goes through. So I don't know where that money will come from or what will happen.
that's a very big
Yeah.
question. Where will $180,000 be taken out
Right.
from if he does win the legal battle.
Right, and these monies generally come from taxpayers. Whenever you sue the government or any governmental institution, that we're paying at the end. So it's again completely avoidable situation where you never had to do this, and he would not have been suing for 180,000, I'm sure. But we have to see what comes out of that case.
Yeah, will they sell barbecues? I don't know. What's going to happen to raise that
Sell
much money?
barbecue, sell some hudut.
So someone would do something.
Yeah.
But again, it's unfortunate that the mismanagement or the bad administration, leads the town council
Right.
and the persons contributing to the town council's
Yeah.
purse
Right.
to have to get affected, because this in a way is going to make cuts in whatever services the town council should have been or should be providing
Mm-hmm.
to your municipality. It's really, really unfortunate.
Right, yeah. And you expect your politicians to be a little bit more mature and act a little bit more grown, because you're electing somebody to be, your mayor, your councillor. You want them to act a certain way, not just in this way. So yeah, we have to wait and see how that one turns out.
Definitely. When we move on to our last Couch Talk topic, and we are very sad to share that Brother Fem, he is very famously known for his journalism in Belize. After more than 2 decades
Right.
of being a journalist, passed away yesterday around 11 a.m. at the Cal Houston Memorial Hospital.
Right. So once you live at Kaya, you know this man. And if you listen to the radio, you also know this man. Mr. Brother Fem Cruz.
Mr. Brother Fem.
Brother Fem. I became introduced to him while I was working at Love FM, because he's a correspondent for Love, or he was a correspondent for Love FM for a very long time. And he, so he would send in reports from Cayo if there was an accident or if there was an event. You send Brother Fem. Brother Fem sends in his report every day. He will send in something, and then you'll hear him. Sometimes he'll be like, from the beautiful Roaring Creek. So that's how people know him very well.
Okay, now I can.
Yeah, so you'll recognize his voice. He's also a musician, and he's a very active and lively person. He also works with Plus TV. He co-hosted The Rise and Shine, and according to journalist LJ Wade, even when he wasn't hosting, he would still be there giving advice and just being in the control room. But he was obviously somebody who loved this work, and he never sought after any type of praise or accolades that may come along with this work. Everybody knew Brother Fem, but he never cared about the praise. He was always a very humble person, very respectful person, just doing what he did because he loved and he believed in the power of this work. He worked all the way up until he got diagnosed with Parkinson's. And even after being diagnosed, he still, some of us were just like, how is Brother Fem driving? Because if you know Parkinson's, it affects your nervous system, you start shaking. We were just like, how is Brother Fem driving? Sometimes he would take his daughter, and his daughter would hold the camera or the phone while he's on the scene. But he got to a point where he just couldn't work anymore. He couldn't play the guitar as much anymore, which is something that he loved. This disease really takes a lot from you, and I think it took a lot of his joy. Then on Monday, he fell in his home, went to the Western Regional, was put in an induced coma, transferred to KHMH, where he ultimately passed away. So we're very sad, especially because Brother Fem is the 4th journalist this year to pass away. We had Mr. Ruben Morales. We had Roy Davis, who was a court reporter for a long, long, long time. We had Aaron Humes just recently, and now we have Brother Fem. So the media is taking a lick, I think, all of us.
Taking a lick.
Yeah, but, we're going to miss Brother Fem. I'm sure everybody in Cayo will miss Brother Fem. It's crazy because sometimes you'd go to Cayo, as a Channel 7 or Channel 5 or whatever, you'd go to Cayo, and people would be much more comfortable talking to Brother Fem. They're not like, I don't talk to Brother Fem, I don't want to talk to nobody else. And that's valid, fair. Yeah, he makes you feel very comfortable. So we're going to miss him. I'm sure Cayo on a whole will miss him, and anybody who used to listen to his reports and look forward to his reports will miss him as well.
Wow, I love how you spoke of him. That's a very beautiful eulogy that you just shared.
No, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great person. It sounds like he also touched your life in the work that he used to do. And like you mentioned, I'm sure that everyone that has had an interaction with him at some point is gonna miss him.
Yeah.
So we definitely extend our condolences to his colleagues, to to his family, to the community that knew Brother Fem, Mr. Brother Fem, as
Mr.
I'll call it, shares. And, to anybody that's navigating with Parkinson's disease too,
Right.
like, we hear you. It's such a condition that deteriorates your system,
Yeah.
your central nervous system, and your quality of life changes.
sure.
For sure. So
Yeah.
it's like, to anybody that's navigating that, we hear you, we see you, and we hope that you are every day reminded of how loved you are. I think that's very, very important. But definitely, for journalists to pass away in a year,
Scary.
when journalism is like very, very important, to bring people up to date with what's taking place in our communities, it's very important to speak about what's going, like seeking the truth in many
Yeah.
situations.
Keeping the checks and balances.
Keeping the checks and balances. We definitely need more journalists. And so, for one to pass, that's
Yeah.
really, really a big blow.
Right. Again, condolences to the entire community of Kayo and that he born and raised and served very, very well.
Yeah. So with that, we come to the end of our couch talk. We want to say thank you so much for your contribution for the ones watching via Facebook Live. Definitely, it's always great to have Baby Beef on set because she brings some, more than warmth, you bring the heat. People calling you Baby Moana.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
because of your flower.
I love Moana.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
Also like a great
Yeah.
person.
I also love him. I love seeing brown people on TV.
Yeah, that's true. It's really good to have visibility and
Right.
diversity. But yeah, Baby Moana was on the set too. Baby Beef, Baby Moana.
Thank you.
And as we wrap up our couch talk, we have birthday shout
Birthday
outs too.
shout out to Mr. Claire.
Mm.
Mr. Claire,
Claire.
71 years old. May we all be so lucky to get to that point.
To get to that point, right? And to
Yes.
be a person like who he is, so charming, so warm, full of joy, so happy, such an intellect, able to connect with people, doing great work within the Creole Council and within his community. Definitely love so much. So happy 71st birthday.
This is coming from your wife and your children and your grandchildren. We hope you have a great day and you are celebrated and you make it to 80, 90, even 100.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'm sure Miss Arlette got you handled. A good breakfast, a good lunch is going to be waiting for you, maybe a little outing, I don't know. But have a great time. Mr. Kashmir, also have a great time to his family. I think it's really good to experience and be present, to see a relative reach to that point.
Right.
It's such a great gift, especially how people are just dying.
Yeah, life is so fleeting.
Life is so, yes. And so being able to witness, somebody welcoming a new year is such gold.
For sure.
Gemini brother. I love a Gemini brother.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Everybody who have a birthday right now, you're in the league with Kevin.
That is true,
Gemini.
because my birthday is warming up
Warming
in
up.
2 more weeks. Actually, no, next week.
Next week.
Next week. But folks, we thank you so much for your contribution. We love to have you present on our chat. And if you're watching via Facebook and YouTube and cable TV, we totally welcome you with us. We're gonna go into our first commercial break.
We have a sunrise.
We also
and
have a
then we'll go
sunrise
to the
and traffic
fundraiser.
cam. But also
Yeah.
when you come back from our commercial break, we're gonna be talking to Flavors of the Jewel.
Right.
But that's
This-
our beautiful sunrise.
By Hassak Reyes.
Asakres. Can you tell me where it is? Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only. Okay, Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda. It does look like peachy. But this is here in Belize City,
Of course,
for sure.
of course. We pass there a lot on our roads.
We do when we run.
Yeah.
Yes, you used to see Courtney running. Yeah, she has little steps. It's so cute. Well, folks, we're going to go into our first commercial break. When we're back, we continue with great stuff here in Sunup on 7. Thank you for your company. See you soon.
In Belize, some things aren't explained. They're passed down. Not because they're tradition, but because they've proven they work. When you work hard for what you have, you learn to protect it. And when the time comes, you pass that responsibility forward. Every generation faces new beginnings, but the choices that matter most are built on trust. For decades, Belizean families have relied on one place to protect their homes, their vehicles, and the lives they're building. When trust is passed down, you know it's been earned. For Belizean families, that trust has a name. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
These charter mains aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sheree Halsell, and
Here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to Sun Up on 7. It's Wednesday, and we're very excited about our next conversation because we have a massage and facial training center to talk about. And joining us on our couch, we have the owner of Infinite Health and Spa, Ms. Juliet Main. Ms. Juliet, good morning.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to have you on Sun Up on 7.
Thank you.
And you brought...
I know. You remember my baby? 4 months today since
4 months
he passed.
that she passed. And our condolences for that. We know how much you love them.
Love that little girl.
Yeah, yeah. But we're also like very excited to, and first of all, happy birthday in advance.
Oh,
Your birthday's coming up. So we also want to tell you that too. And we also joined by Miss Misha Belize, your assistant. Misha, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your energy today, 1 to 10?
Well, it's 10, always 10. I'm
Always
always smiling.
10.
No matter what the day is, I will always be smiling.
I love that. But Juliet, how do you feel about this massage and facial training center that's you've been brewing?
yes, we talked about it the last time I
You
was
did,
there.
yes.
Yeah, and so it's exciting. And of course, you know, she's on board with me because she's a part of the training. And she will studying to be one of the teachers, you know, so it's exciting.
Congratulations.
The training center is something that I've always wanted to do. And I have been encouraged to do it.
Why is that?
Because I'm mostly an herbalist. That's my whole life. I've been an herbalist, and like what 40 years, and so I never taught. But I've always went to school in California. I have all my licenses and all my training, different forms of massages, and I help so many people since I've been here. You know, people that has vertigo, people has colon problem, people have to do with their heart, you know, and so the herbs helps with all these different parts of the body, you know. So, but I've helped so many people that have come to me to help them with different things, right? Like diabetes, I do diabetes massage, all these things. And I help so many people, and this one person, two people in particular, asked me, said, Miss Juliet, why don't you, this was 4 years ago, have you ever thought of opening a school? And I said, not really, you know. I was going to do the school in California, but then I decided to move home, and then that's why they have encouraged me to do it. So, and she has encouraged me too. She says,
Yeah.
you know, you should do it, you know.
Very good.
And a lot of people have encouraged me, so.
Okay, well, congratulations on saying we can do this and we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And so finally, we're here to introduce
But to be
it,
honest,
right?
it's scary, you know, I'll be honest.
Yeah. New ventures usually are.
It's scary because this is a new thing that I didn't even think of doing, you know, but I've been encouraged to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
Misha, I want to ask you, like, how does this massage and facial training center complements the work that Infinite Health and Spa is already providing?
Well, what Juliet does with her healing hands, I call her the healing hands because I see a number of clients coming to be able to walk and stuff like that. And like they had a session twice. They did 2 sessions in 1 week. The following week, she came by herself. I was sitting in her store and I'm like, isn't that the lady you did just last week? He says, yes. She probably came out of her car and she walked into the restaurant by herself.
She had vertigo and she couldn't walk.
The first 2 times she came, she was holding hand with somebody, just taking her time. And the third try, she was all brave and walked out of this car, going to the restaurant. I was like, Juliet, you're the healing touch.
Wow, that's a great testimony.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're passing on that knowledge to other people. So you have, how many trainers are you training people?
At the moment, or is it going to start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're the 2 trainers right
Okay.
now, and that's why we want to introduce it to the Belizean people, and we want to get to let our students know that come in that our goal for them is not only to learn the curriculum. The curriculum is going to be 5 months, but it's not only to learn the curriculum, but for them to look at themselves as future owners of their own businesses. That's what I want. And also for them to feel self-sufficient, not only doing the massage. I'll be teaching them at some point in the 3rd phase of the classes how to learn about herbs and how the herb from the earth affects the human body. And then we're going to be teaching them things that is how important it is to keep your body clean.
Right. What does it take for a is this the first of its kind here in Belize, and what does it take for it to get certified?
That's a very good question. Very good. Matter of fact, I spoke to one of the educators, the Board of Education. I spoke to him, and he personally told me to call it training center, massage training center, facial or aesthetics, because I'm a licensed esthetician in the state of California.
Yeah.
I'm licensed. I have all my certification from California in various massage techniques. he says for me to call it training center. And then it's a 5 months course. It's only Saturday and Sunday because people work. But the assembly will be meeting, and he told me, the gentleman from the Board of Education, I can call it a school at that point. But I'm not sure I want to call it a school yet because I was just discussing it with her. I love the word center.
Okay, so let's get into the details
Okay,
because
she can
we want
talk a
to
little
ensure that people enroll into this program. You know, like the testimony of like how your work has transformed the lives of people. Also, like having into account of the many training that you've went to and the certification process to be able to provide that service and now passing on that knowledge to somebody else. We want people to get enrolled. So Misha, when is the training gonna start? How can people enroll? Any associated costs? Give us those details, please.
Okay, sure. So we're estimating to start on June 6th. That will be next month. And so what
July
we want
6th.
to do, we want to...
July 6th, yes.
Yeah, July 6th, sorry. July 6th.
okay.
And so we want to get the school started, the institution center started so we can help. Because it's not just about rubbing. People think that doing a massage is just rubbing the skin, and no. It's about the bones, the muscles. And doing a massage, you have to know, you have to ask questions. It's like something similar to going to a clinic. You need to say, like, are you diabetic? Do you have any sort of problems? You have to get these information so you can know how to touch them. Because with a diabetic person comes in, you can't give them a force or pressure, too much pressure, because it can affect them. So you will do a tense and soft massage on their skin. You won't touch too much. You will have a gentle massage over their skin, rubbing. And especially with the bones, you don't want to put too much pressure on the bones. You want to put slight massage on the bone, and then when you reach to the muscles, you could do a little more touch to it.
Okay.
But the massage is not just rubbing, like I mentioned. It's more about knowledge and understanding.
Right. So July 6th is your date to
July
start. All right. So how can people enroll into the program?
Okay, so how you can enroll in the program is that you can contact Juliet at her phone number, 613-1914. You can sign up today and get enrolled. And we have discussed at other massage institutions, they do massages. I have a couple of my cousins that did massage. They were like, I did this massage course, but every time I pull out my bed, I don't have the confidence. I feel like I can't do this massage. I was like, girl, I said, you should join me. You should join our institution, the center that we're doing. It said, because with Juliet, when I first met her with the massage, she had so much confidence. And seeing what she does and how she helps others, I was like, wow, Juliet, this is it. You should do this massage. And with her, I didn't know how to do massage, and then she showed me. And even when she do massage on me, I told her, Juliet, don't do the massage on me because I fall asleep. Let's do it on someone else.
That's a good sign, though.
Yeah, like 30 minutes in the massage and I'm gone. I'm like, she's talking to me. I was like I'm trying to listen, but I'm
trying to learn here, Miss Juliet. You're not supposed to put me to
like,
sleep.
Let's do the massage on someone else, and I will look. But her massage, once you get Juliet massage, it's very tense, not tense, but it's very soft and it's relaxing. And it's not for only persons that have pain and stuff. If you want to feel comfort and relaxing, Juliet massage is right there.
I love it.
Is there a cost for people to enroll?
Yes, that is something I discussed extensively with the person at the Board of Education. I decided for 5 months at $3,000.
Okay.
And the reason I did it so inexpensively is because I wanted to hire some massage therapists for my school, and I interviewed them, and they didn't live up to my expectation.
Okay.
And so I decided I couldn't hire them, and so I decided, maybe I was encouraged to do it because the body, and even the body has between 500 to 640 muscles, depending on the anatomy book. Every book tells you a different number. If you Google it, they give you a different number. So approximately, but and then she mentioned, the bones. we have 206 bones. So, and then that's, it's amazing, you know, how the body is really, it's very amazing. And like Misha was mentioning, we have to be careful. We have to learn as much as we can because the body has three different forms of muscle. We have the what you call the smooth muscle, the deep muscle, and then you have the bone, you know? So, and of course, as we age, we have to be careful what kind of pressure, because our bones changes, you know? So when people come in at different ages, I really try to get a history on them so there's no injury, because I've known many cases where people bones were broken because they didn't ask the questions.
Very good. Thank you so much for giving us that insight into why is a massage important and how can that contribute to one's well-being. As we wrap up this conversation, you already know that the courses, the training center is set to start on July 6th.
At Bird's Eye.
At Bird's Eye.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
$3,000 cost for 5 months. It's a 5-month course. Any last details you feel is very important for us to mention for people to get enrolled into this program, Misha?
You just could contact us on WhatsApp, and Juliet, she's available 24/7. And because even if you text any time of the day and night, Juliet, she's willing to answer. And I also help her to respond as well to our clients that are interested. And it's a great start. And like I told my aunt, think about a massage as you just need to have great energy, massage bed and oil. There is not a lot of investment needed, not like doing a salon or a nail technique or something. It's basic massage bed, oil, and energy. You need good energy so you could provide good energy back to your clients.
Very good.
Yeah,
That's a really good
one more
information.
thing I want to mention to conclude it is that when you graduate from the school, one of the most important things that I'm going to be teaching is how, with the massages, how it affects the internal organs. And one of the things about the internal organs, because I'm a diet counselor, it's as we age, you know, like with me, I used to be so skinny, and as I age, like I have to watch what I eat, all kinds of stuff. So elderly people that comes to me that are in a lot of injury, I help them with their eating certain food so that like when they have arthritis and different things, those are things too that I'll implement.
Well, I love the opportunity to come and learn more about holistic care with you.
Thank you.
It's more than the physical health care and well-being that you're providing. You're taking internal organs and all of these things, which is very, very important. Ms. Juliet, we thank you so much for joining us. Misha, we thank you so much for joining us today.
I hope I helped.
You did a great job as always. And,
Good luck on
and thank you so
future
much for
endeavors,
bringing up a remembrance of, was it Gorgeous, Precious?
Yeah, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
But she was precious.
Gorgeous was precious,
I
for
know.
sure, for sure.
Today she would have been, she's 4 months since she passed away.
Yeah.
Hard.
Thank you so much for reminding us about the value that our fur babies can have in our lives.
I
too,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Ms.
We
Juliet, so
love
we look
them,
forward to a
yeah.
future
Thank you.
conversation with you. All the
Thank
best
you.
with your massage and facial training center. You're going to be upcoming, and we look forward to a success.
Yeah.
With that, folks, we go into our next commercial break. When we're back,
Thanks for
we have
having
more
us.
greatness for you on Sunup on 7. Stay tuned.
guard remains aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherie Culsel, and
Here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
All your special moments deserve a special place. Book now and save 50% on accommodations and 20% on spa. Only at Naya Resort and Spa.
Muy buenos dias, beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Wednesday episode. Just before the commercial break, we had a great conversation with Infinite Health and Spa talking about their upcoming massage and facial training center that's upcoming. Move on to our next conversation. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend and support a great cause, Flavors of the Jewel is coming up and it's right around the corner. Joining us on our couch to give us these details, we are joined by co-founders Emilio Pereira and Renelli Requeño on set. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Let's do a check-in today. How is your energy level today, 1 to 10?
8.
8?
Yes.
What has you at an 8?
We're winding down.
Winding down?
Yes, winding down. We're counting down to the show. So, we're excited, nervous.
I love
We're
it.
good.
I love it. Emilio, how are you? How's your energy level today, 1 to 10?
7 pre-coffee.
7 pre-coffee. Okay, so coffee is the secret?
Yes, especially for the days ahead.
Okay. How do you feel about the upcoming event, Flavors of the Jewel?
It's not our first rodeo, this is like our second one with, it's a third one, or fourth, because we did the expo but yeah, it's not our first rodeo, and like these guys know what we are already up to. And so it's just, like the slow development and trying to get, sorry, I stumbled. 7 coffee.
Yeah, to get the designers ready. Basically, what we're doing is to create a platform for designers, fashion designers and artisans to really have a space where they can showcase what they have to offer to the audience. We all know that we have a baby fashion industry in Belize. So what we want to do is to start, that dialogue of the processes that the designers go through into making their products, what are the stories behind it, who are the artisans they work with, what part of the country, that touch all of these products before it reaches your hands.
I love it. I love it. So I love how Flavors of the Jewel is described as the premier fashion platform that merges fashion, culture, and art together, And so we're gonna dive deeper into that shortly. But let me introduce 2 of the artists and designers that are gonna be featured. I mean, 4 of y'all are gonna be featured, but also we're joined by Landy Langsworth, and you're representing Soul Clay Jewelry, and Monali Aspinall, you're representing All That Glitters. Good morning to you both. Also, thank you so much for joining us on Sunup on 7.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Monali.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So how do you feel about it's your birthday, you're on Sunup on 7, you're talking about this upcoming fashion Flavors of the Jewel?
It was so interesting because when we originally started this, I was 25. And when we uploaded our bio, I put 26 in there. So it felt kind of like this. I'm already thinking so far into the future of it and hoping that I meet my own expectations at that point.
That. Okay.
And so it's been interesting. I originally started Flavors of the Jewel just as a model. And then I kind of warmed myself to be like, I should really just put my, my jewelry there. And honestly, I admit that All That Glitters has been kind of dormant. I've been focusing on school and work and just trying to build my confidence in other parts of my life. And so I feel like this is a great little gift to myself.
I like that.
Stepping back out into that, having people I see my brand kind of as physical manifestations of things that we're working towards. So seeing other people walk with my jewelry on as my physical manifestation, and I planned this at a different age. Now I'm older, that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, I love that perspective.
Yeah, and Emilia has been a great mentor for my brand personally too.
In which way? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
How has he supported you in your
So, last year when I went into Flavors of the Jewel, I did a coconut crust collection, right?
Oh.
So I kind of moved to having coconut jewelry with crystals. This is one of the designs. This is one of the designs that I did last year, and so this year I'm moving into coconut, calabash, and cocoon. So he assisted me with kind of keeping that theme because that's what he uses for his bags as well. Cocoon is very hard to find, and once you find it, it's hard to process. So he's definitely saved me some of the hard labor that comes with that. So that allowed me to kind of focus more on my artistic process.
Thank you so much for sharing.
What made you want to experiment with these types of materials?
I think that a lot of the time when we do jewelry, when I started, and I wanted to do crystal jewelry, I found myself having to take pauses in between it because I had to order stuff from outside. So I thought that I feel like I wouldn't have such a creative block if I could use what we found here.
Right.
And coconut is so like easy to source. And what I use is like the shells. So I don't need them in like full pieces. Like I have a neighbor that I walked by and she makes like coconut tarts. So I literally collected like a sack of coconut shells. And I was like, are you gonna use this? And she's like, no, take them, please. I tell my son, get rid of it. And so I've been able to just make it more affordable that way because I don't have to think about the outside costs of it. I'm really looking forward to see how that
And I can see how it really falls in line with what Flavors of the Jewel wants to merge, right? Which is fashion and culture. And coconut is part of our identity too, you know? So it's really great to see that. Let's now talk to Landy now.
Yes.
It's her first time on Sunup on 7.
Which is surprising.
Yeah. I mean, Renata always talks about her jewelry, which feels like you're very familiar to Sunup on 7.
Where is she?
Where is she? I think she'll take a break from Sunup, so she's allowed to do that today. But she misses you. But we're so excited for you to be here with us.
I'm excited to be
You have leveled up at fashion
Oh, thank
and
you.
at Flavors of the Jewel.
I've been trying. I've
Yeah?
been trying.
How do you feel about this year?
I am so excited about this year. Like I said, I have been working really hard on honing in on my craft and improving my skill set. And so this year I'm excited to showcase all the hard work and brain juices that went into creating this collection that I have. I don't want to say too much about it, but you can expect really colorful, bold, really Caribbean inspired pieces, which ties into like where my brand is, but like on a more elevated level.
Yeah. And interestingly, you've been through so much this year. Like, I remember that you went to a trip in Europe, right?
Yes.
Where you participated in a program by UNESCO where you went to learn how to master or be better at your craft.
Yes.
How has that impacted what you're going to be showing up on Saturday?
Well, that doesn't really tie into what I'm showcasing on Saturday, but what I did, that experience allowed me to tap into an area that I always wanted to veer into, to do functional home decor, because that's really what I learned.
I love that.
While I was there. What did influence my collection was the scale of the pieces that I'm making. I'm used to making more smaller everyday wear, and this time it's like real statement pieces, which is you wouldn't find at any like Seoul pop-up shop or part of my usual collection, right? So it really allowed me to make bigger, grander pieces, but with the same detail and touch and love that I pour into the
I love
smaller
that.
Right. The home decor that you're trying to go into, it's with the same clay?
Yes, it's with the same clay. It's just, usable art because it's functional decor.
Okay, awesome.
Girls want pretty things
Yeah.
in their homes.
Well, how do you feel about this growth that you're experiencing at Flavors of the Jewel? It's your third fashion show that you're hosting. How, like, if you could reflect on the present and be like, here we are, how would you describe it? How does that make you feel?
What makes me happy is that we've been able to create something where everyone can be involved. I am so happy that through the other years that we have had Flavors, we've had a really good production. It was very successful. It was well received. So this time around makes it a bit more special because it's by the designers for the designers. And we've had a lot of support from the business community, which I am very, very extremely happy for. We weren't thinking of doing Flavors because it's a big production. It takes a lot financially, and work-wise. And thanks to Niche, and big up Niche, that approached us and asked us, so what happened to Flavors? Are you guys doing it this year? And we're like, we don't know. And they're like, well, we love what you're doing. Do a concept note and let us see what we can do. And they dive in. They got in full, and we're very, very grateful for that they are supporting us with everything that we're asking for: venue, finances, their expertise. We also have BTB that came up on board, and Beltrade. So having those partnerships kind of makes me feel like the stars are aligning, because it's not just about fashion, it's about also the cultural preservation. That's where niche comes in, the innovation, and also the entrepreneurship part of it. Because it's not just about making beautiful things. Our goal is to see how we can make it sustainable, a sustainable source of income, while we're showcasing what Belize has to offer, preserving these techniques, and like what Monali expressed, how can it be sustainable? How can we use what we have in Belize? We already have an abundance of all of these stuff, so how can we incorporate that?
Wow.
Do you find that recently, because I remember you saying earlier that we have like a baby fashion industry.
Yeah.
You find that recently with this fashion show and with more people opening up small businesses, especially, that there are more people who are interested in fashion, in whether it's clothes or jewelry making or purse making, more people are joining that industry?
Yes, definitely. You see a lot more of them on social media. We've had a lot of them. It's just that they haven't been showing up and showing out per se.
Okay.
Like having a branding, having that aesthetics, having the right photo shoots, and getting their access to these stores where more people can see their products. But what we did when we planned Flavors of the Jewel is that we had a shopping experience part of it. We know that after the fashion show, it gets all crazy, because we're all excited. And Emilio and I thought, how can we establish a space after the show where the public can meet us? Let's say they like a piece on the runway, how can they get it? So that is a perfect time to meet, to book your appointments, to get your measurements in. You get to meet the designers, because a lot of times we see the beautiful products, but we can't put a face to the brand.
That is true.
And that is a perfect opportunity for that. This year, what makes it a bit more different is that we invited designers and artisans that, like to hear about Flavors of Jewel, but are not ready to do a collection but still want to be a part of it, so they could be a part of the shopping experience. My hope is to inspire them, so next year when we have the open call for designers, that they can, they see the process and, take advantage. And take advantage of the opportunity.
Awesome. So let's talk to the viewers about how they can be part of the Flavors of the Jewel, how they can, or how much the tickets cost, when is it happening, time, place, all of these details.
Okay, so this year we went paperless and we are going digital using the Quick Pass app. There are 2 tickets. They're the general and the VIP. So what's special again about this year is that we have a cocktail hour at an exhibit. So one of the designers, Damian Moore, who's Guyanese, he is based now in Belize, is one of the recipients of the Caribbean Culture Fund. So if you're into all of that movement of culture and those projects, it's a big deal that Belize won that. His project is about teaching Belizean designers in the carnival scene about carnival costumes, but integrating the essence of our Belizean identity. So our cultures, our folklore, and the end of his project will be Flavors of the Jewel, where he'll have his exhibit. And that exhibit, the VIPs get to have that first view. It will be the cocktail hour, so you get to be up close and personal with the costumes. Damien will be there explaining the process.
Okay.
And from there, we go down into the runway area, which is the courtyard at the House of Culture. And the show starts at 7:30. So sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Not Belizean.
No. We're trying to set the standards.
Yes.
Trying to set the standards. And then we have the general admission too. That is just to experience the fashion show. And of course, everyone gets to have an opportunity to go to the shopping experience as well. Besides the app, you can access the ticket at the door, at the gate. All are welcome. Please, I can't emphasize enough that it is very important for the public to be part of it. once they are involved, it assures us and it reminds us, that we are doing the right thing.
I love
And
that,
that it's
yeah.
well received. And also, it's an encouragement for us designers.
Yeah. So how many designers, can you let us know how many designers are going to be participating in this event? Maybe Amelia can help us here.
Yeah.
And of course, we're extending an invitation for our viewers to come on Saturday at Flavors of the Jewel. Starts at 6 p.m. with the experience that Damien is creating. How should somebody show up to this event? And what would be your desired outcome that you would want them to leave from Flavors of the Jewel?
Well, as you know, like Ronella said, it's the Belizean public that has supported us and allowed us to be in this space. With Flavors of the Jewel is a platform as well, so the Belizean public to come and see the faces and interact with us, and and we get inspired by the show up and the support, and just talking to the customers and knowing what they want and how to show up again the following year. This year we have 11 participants. It's a mixture. It's going to be separated into segments with accessory designs and then the clothing. And it's going to be how many pieces in total?
It's going to be 6 each.
Six each. Yeah, so it's going to be 66 pieces. Yeah, so there's going to be like a lot. So bring cash, please. Yes, and and come out please with energy and again. We can't be here if it wasn't the support for the Belizean public, and if we want to grow this, and the expectation is to eventually be a festival, we need the support, and we've had great support in the past, but the more the merrier.
I love that.
If you have a Belizean piece at home,
Yes,
feel
please
free
bring
to
out.
wear it for
Yes.
Saturday.
Show out.
Because at the end of the day, the people are the inspiration, So when you come out and you say, I like that, I'm going to tuck that into the back of my mind next time I'm creating something.
And it's beautiful to see your pieces walking around and actually doing from the workshop to the streets, right? And then that makes us feel really, really proud.
Awesome. So,
What are we looking forward to next year? Let's already start, pitching this. Landy, what do you look forward to next year?
Next year, I look for, of course, we're going to scale. We're trying to, the goal is to keep scaling it.
That's the goal,
And the goal is for more Belizeans to come out and support next year. And the more support we get, the better we can make the future, flavors.
Yeah, and it's great to hear that you already have so many community support that is coming towards this event, which is going to be very, very
And we look forward to more Monoliths actually, more people, because I know there's a lot of people again watching this or seeing it from afar and they're curious, right? So there's participation, and that's why we opened up the shopping experience to open it to other people, hoping that next year they would take the jump or the leap and present a collection.
Yeah.
And the more people that contribute, the bigger it is. Maybe in the next 3 years we have pyrotechnics, fireworks at the end, and the prime minister comes and all those things.
I love your manifesting.
Right. Yes. You have to see it. You have to see it.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you as a co-founder, how do you see people, enrolling more into the future programs that you're gonna have? How does this gonna work?
Well, as you see, before the industry is rather young, right, and we're slowly getting there. But over the years, we've seen the development and the push and the support. I think Made in Belize has definitely changed, and people before they wanted more things from outside. But the past years, and personally, I've seen the local support, and it's been beautiful. So hopefully, with this platform, we get more and more of that as the years go by, and we go into something more beautiful. Well, it's already beautiful, but it's going to be something much more developed and elevated.
Right, because this is like the showcase of what you've been doing for months.
Yes.
Yeah. So is there the opportunity for people to partner with Flavors of the Jewel? In terms of they would like to receive mentorship, they would like to know how have you both grown within the space. How does that opportunity look like?
We welcome all of the support and the interest in partnerships. As we mentioned, that it's more than a fashion show.
Yeah, thank you for that.
It's months of preparation. The designers were able to do workshops. They did two big workshops. One of them, which was about more of storytelling and getting to know yourself as an artist. Because we believe that once you embrace who you are as an artist, it reflects on the products itself. And then the second workshop was about the blueprint to a cohesive collection, which was done by Damien Moore and Sadie Moore. And it was very important because I take a lot of notes. As the co-creators of Flavors of the Jewel, I take a lot of notes from this fashion show. I'm constantly taking notes and seeing how we can improve, and taking those in my notes and see how we can create workshops, or maybe finding mentors outside of Belize. Besides the workshops, we did mentorships, and I love this part because I got to work with my friends from abroad, from the Caribbean, where we brought different designers online to do mentorship sessions with the designers. So they got paired based on their unique skill set. So Monali was with Emilio, because I know she does jewelry with natural materials. Demi did one with a mentor from the Bahamas, Nadia from Nadia Irina. And she does jewelry, and what I love about her is that she does jewelry, but she does her manufacturing outside of the Bahamas. Because a lot of the time is that we have the ideas, but we can't get it done in our country. So the main objectives for these mentorships is not just to create a collection and make sure it sells. It's to see what is out there, what are the possibilities to go beyond Belize, beyond the Caribbean.
Wow, this has been such a rich conversation, and I say it in so many ways because we're talking about fashion, we're talking about culture, we're talking about impact. Now you're sharing, it was a thing that, you had CARICOM persons participating in this initiative, which is absolutely beautiful and impactful beyond our borders. So we thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an incredible conversation. Is there anything that we missed that is important for us to let our viewers know?
We're going to be having performances in between.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jackie Castilla is going to be there.
I like
And
that.
I believe Loretta Pelayo band is going to be performing as well.
Jackie is debuting her new song.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, her new song. I love it. I really, really like this song. And it's so perfect that it fits in with the vibe, that Caribbean, Belizean.
Yes.
I'm so ready for this. And then we have a carnival costume part of the entertainment, where there's a showcase, again, from Damian Moore. So we really try our best to incorporate a lot of the orange economy into our production. I love Loreto. Have you heard of the jazz band?
He's been
So
here.
they'll be at the cocktail hour as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Big things.
Definitely. So viewers, if you're looking for what to do this weekend, come show up to an impactful event. Flavors of the Jewel is taking place on June 13th. The experience starts at 6 p.m. at the House of Culture. You cannot miss out. Landy, I'll give you the opportunity to remind our viewers and invite them once more to join you, the models, the designers, and everybody that's partaking in this event to come out on Saturday.
Yes, everybody. So there are a lot of wonderful Belizean designers who have been working so hard behind the scenes to produce really outstanding pieces for the show. Your support is what we are hoping for, to make all of our hard work feel like,
it's worth
it. So come on out, everybody. Remember, put on your Sunday best. If you have a Belizean piece, that will be perfect for Saturday's event. It starts at 6 o'clock for the cocktail hour, 7:30 for the runway show. Tickets on Quick Pass or at the gate. You are going to be in for a treat. So come on out.
That's true. So bring out. Do you have any soul clay jewelry?
I had one and then I broke it.
Oh no! So maybe you can get one.
You can get a new one at the show.
It's my fault because I slept on it by mistake. That's my fault.
Sure. So viewers, Landy already told you, come out with your Belizean designer outfits on Saturday. If you have any soul clay, if you have anything that's all that glitters, any Emilio Pereira, any Zavia Sarai to wear, please go ahead and wear it on Saturday. But if you're looking for something to do, we already gave you something exciting to show up for. With that, we go into our next commercial break. When we're back, Courtney and I have some Zumba to do. All right. What a great Wednesday episode. But folks, commercial break, and we're back with more great stuff on Sunup on 7. Thank you.
Need coffee?
In Belize, some things aren't explained. They're passed down. Not because they're tradition, but because they've proven they work. When you work hard for what you have, you learn to protect it. And when the time comes, you pass that responsibility forward. Every generation faces new beginnings, but the choices that matter most are built on trust. For decades, Belizean families have relied on one place to protect their homes, their vehicles, and the lives they're building. When trust is passed down, you know it's been earned. For Belizean families, that trust has a name. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
These charter remains aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sharice Housel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
These charter remains aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sharice Housel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The roads of Belize connect us all. riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
All your special moments deserve a special place. Book now and save 50% on accommodations and 20% on spa. Only at Naya Resort and Spa.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherie Halsell,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indira Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
All your special moments deserve a special place. Book now and save 50% on accommodations and 20% on spa. Only at Naya Resort and Spa.
Welcome back, Sunup family. We hope you enjoyed that last segment. And one thing we forgot to mention is that the host of the fashion show is Kevin.
And Indira Craig.
And Indira Craig.
Yeah.
So we have two Channel 7 people hosting this show, so you know they'll bring the vibe, they'll bring the energy. So again, get your tickets on Quick Pass for this weekend. But now we have Miss Gretchen here, who is the creator of Dance with Fatima, and she's gonna take us on a little Zumba experience.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you doing?
How is your energy today, 1 to 10?
Excellent, you know, like, hey, and I love her style.
right.
You see, Caribbean,
Sí,
tropical,
bien
right?
tropicoqueta.
Excellent, and thank you for having me here. Good morning, everybody.
It's always so good to have you on Sun Up on 7. It's Wednesday. So before we get into the Zumba, let's invite our viewers, if you're tuning in from home, if you have some space in your office, get comfortable because we're going to be having a proper hump day energy, right? It's midweek. You know, the weekend is almost there. Some people are dragging it. So you're going to bring
the energy of the midweek. We need to boost the energy, right? So that's what we will do now. Like some dancing, enjoying, having fun together.
I love
and that's
it.
what we will do.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you have a special dance here today for us?
Yes, I will have some cumbia, some soca, merengue, you know, like tropical vibe to enjoy it and have fun. Let's start the morning, you know.
Just so you know, Courtney wants to prove Brandon that she has the youngest knees on Sun Up on 7. Because the last time Brandon was here working out, and Courtney was talking about Brandon's knees.
Brandon, you could hear his knees from a mile away.
So Courtney is here to say this is how the young knees work.
This is the young knees, Brandon. Pay attention.
Good, yes. And we will use it then. So we will go, so. Okay, so you will show him. You will show him.
Muy bien. Estamos listos.
Yes. Ready. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see. I will put here.
Okay. We're waiting for the music.
Yeah. So let's start with the hey.
Some Selena. Okay. I love it.
Hey. Boy. Hey. All right, so let's start with cumbia, right? Go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Hey.
The right hand.
Hey.
Okay, the right.
Hey. Hey, so excellent. Side. Good. Woo. Hey. So ready, go. Hey. Good. Woo. Good. So ready in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso. 5. And add your arms. Good. Excellent. Good. Ready for next side? 1. Next side. Good. Hey. Hey. Woo. Woo. Good. All right. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Okay.
Good. So ready now? Go, team.
I love this song.
Hey. This song is a vibe, right?
Yes, I agree.
Good. So ready, go. And side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. 5, 6, 7. And this side, go. Roll it. Eso one. Hey. Next side. Woo. Good. Front. Hey. Ready, go. 1, back. 2. Good. Hey. Excellent. Hey. Side. Front. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4, 5. So 1 side. Hey. Woo. Excellent.
I love
Good.
it. Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready, back again. Back. Eso. Good. Hey. Ready, go. 1, 2. Eso. 3, 4, 5. And ready, let's do 2. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 8. Excellent. Hey. Woo. Hey. Side. Good. Front. Hey. Next side. Hey. Front. Woo.
All right, even
Ready,
Brian is doing it.
1,
Okay, it's contagious.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey. Good. So now let's do papacito.
Oh,
So this is a
okay.
cumbia.
All right, let's do
This
it.
is a merengue and lambada at the same time, right? Ready? So, side, ready, go, and go like 1, 2, 8. Hey, eso. Side, good. Excellent.
Go Courtney. Show them those knees.
Excellent. Woo. Good. So 1, 2, 3, and go front. 1, back. Eso. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3. Front. Excellent. Woo. Lambada again. Hey. Good.
Oh, lambada. Okay.
Woo. So do the turn. Go. 1. Next side. 1. Next side. Excellent. Good. Front. Excellent. Papacito. 1, 2, 3. Good. So now merenguito.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So now let's move. One. All right. Yes, so. Hey.
Shake it up.
Good. So ready, go. Well, hey. Up. Good. And check it side. Hey. Woo.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Merengue, go. 1, 2. Excellent. 3, 4. Next side, go. 1, 2. Excellent. 3. So let's show Brandon. Let's go. Hey.
Show them those knees, Courtney. Show them those knees. Brandon is watching.
Again. Hey.
Courtney, you're losing this knee battle.
Ready, go. Hey. Woo. Hey. It's low. Oh. Hey. Side. Woo. Well, hey. Good. Check it. Side. Go. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Woo. Hey, go this way. So Kevin. Oh, so Kevin, go. Hey. Woo. Excellent.
That was such a great energy booster.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Fatima.
It was awesome.
I loved it. Courtney, what is your take?
Zumba is always fun to do.
How are your knees?
They're better than Brandon.
What message do you have for Brandon?
Brandon, I'll see you here tomorrow. I will see. It's on site, I think.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Please
thank
remind
you.
our viewers, where can they engage in this beautiful experience with you?
Yes, thank you so much for this. So I have classes on Mondays at Belmopan at 5:30 Civic Center.
Yes.
Have classes Tuesday and Thursdays at Body 2000 at 6:30. And Caribbean Motors Wednesdays, it will be at 5:30. And also, we said I add a new class. It will be at Belama Love Park every Saturday at 6 a.m.
Wow.
to boost your energy in the weekend.
What a great start of the weekend.
So,
for sure.
exactly. Not this Saturday, because this Saturday I will be in Orangewa, in L'Artisan, the same time. Okay, so in this case, so that's the schedule.
Where can the viewers like find out like more like, okay, so like you already shared the details of where you're gonna be, but in case they want to follow you to just know your schedule, where you're gonna be, in case they want to like show up where you're gonna be, how can they do that? Please
So
share your
in
social
that
media
case, they can find me in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Dance with Fatima, right? And my phone number is 601-4847. So you can text me anytime and I will answer you.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to take part in, and you don't even have to know how to do it. I don't know how to do it, but we're here.
That's true. I was looking at Fatima's feet the entire time. I was like,
Coordination, right? Because
That's
it's
my
everything,
problem.
that's what dance is. It's a great way to work, to keep active, to be healthy, and to be fitness, enjoy it
Yeah.
and be happy,
And be
right? Because
happy.
we are enjoying this, we just, it changes your mood.
That is
just
true.
you start to
That is true.
you know?
And I guess you do not need to show up as a dancer, right?
Exactly.
Just show up as you are to have a great
you
time
are.
and to like focus on your well-being.
Exactly. You just enjoy it and have fun. Nobody's judging. Nobody will judge. Nobody will check like, oh, she's right. Or no, everybody's in their own.
Yeah.
They
That's
are
true.
expressing themselves.
Yeah.
So they are just, hey, I'm in myself right now. It's 1 hour, 1 hour for me.
Right.
That's what we do.
Exactly.
That's what we
Exactly.
do.
Yeah.
Right?
And that contributes so well to like emotional well-being, psychological well-being, which is very important, right? We talk about physical health, but what about how you feel emotionally and mentally?
Right.
Being in a space without any judgment where you can be yourself,
Right.
with smiling. Just I could not stop smiling this entire time with you, right?
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
such a well-being booster
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
the music and everything is so fun.
Thank
Different kinds
you.
of music.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Learning
love
different
that.
kinds of dancing.
My favorite is the
Indeed.
punta, I have
The
to
punta,
say.
right,
The punta
yes.
catracha.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah.
The calla petadita.
Yes, that is so fun. That is so fun. But viewers, we thank you so much also for enjoying your Zumba session with Fatima here on Sunup on 7. We hope that you got off your chairs and you also had that endorphin booster to start your day. It's Wednesday, and of course, we thank you so much for joining us. It's time for us to wrap up the show, Courtney.
Right. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We hope you enjoyed Couch Talk and also our guests. Remember that if you are aspiring to be a masseuse of any kind, you can reach out to Infinite Health. They're opening their first massage training center. It's 5 months and $3,000, and you can end up being a licensed masseuse. We also had flavors of the Jewel, who have their fashion show going on this weekend. Again, Kevin and Indira Craig will be hosting.
Yes,
So get your tickets on Quick Pass. It starts with a cocktail hour and then the fashion show. And then you'll have a chance to actually see the people behind all the designs that you've been loving
There's
on social
66
media.
pieces that are going to be on
66
display.
pieces, that's a lot.
Such a treat, definitely.
Right. And then, of course, we had Dance with Fatima. Again, we hope that you are able to get off your chairs. Dance with us a little bit. You don't have to be good, I would know. But we hope this was a great start to your morning. And we hope you have a great day ahead. And I will be back here with my buddy Brandon tomorrow.
Is there going to be a dance-off tomorrow? Will they be showing off who has the best knees?
We'll see.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah,
But folks,
Brandon have to pack it WD-40 one time.
mira cómo se llevan ellos, ¿verdad?
Sí, ¿verdad?
But folks, we thank you so much. It was such a pleasure interacting with you this Wednesday. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your space. If you're watching via Facebook, YouTube, or cable TV, such an honor to be with you. Baby Beef, I love sharing the space with you today. We had such a great time.
Yes, we had a great
Such
day.
a great time.
Yes.
Gracias
Thank you.
también.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you
I
too.
really enjoyed it.
Fatima, any motivational
Wednesday
words you like to leave with our viewers today?
Well, yes, like I will say, dance is medicine, dance is therapy, and the advice is to be active every day, at least 30 minutes in your day. Walk, do any workout that you feel happy, that you feel comfortable, because that will boost your energy, that will change your mood of when you sleep, you know, you just start the day with so much joy,
That is
right?
true.
And I will say, of course, dance a little bit before. When you are doing your makeup, do your dance. When you are, you know, getting
Now when
ready
you're
to
cooking
work.
too and you're like,
Exactly. When you are cooking, you are enjoying more that time, more than work, you know. That will make you happy because, you know, life, responsibility. So I will say, just keep active, do something that you love, something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my advice for
I
you.
love it. What a great one.
Thank you.
Dance is medicine. You know, consistency is very important.
Yes.
Look after your well-being, because without you, you cannot accomplish any of your dreams, any of your plans. So focus on you, be consistent.
Yeah.
And join us tomorrow for another great episode of Sun Up on 7.
Yes.
Any last words from you, Courtney?
We just hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes. Bye, folks. We love you. Hay otra canción que vamos a bailar.
¿Qué otra canción más?
It's the remix. Fotos y recuerdos.
Hey, NX. Solo me queda para recordarte una fotografía. Nati Natasha. Aquella fotografía de nosotros.
A place to call your home. A place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up